I wasn't even seriously looking. It was one of those Saturday showings, the kind you go to with a coffee in hand just to feel like you were doing something with your life. The photos online caught my eye, lavender dusk over empty Glomspire. Those steep gables perched like a rook's wings, and that name, Cratigas Drive. I didn't even know where Morrow's Reach was until I drove there. I had business pass there anyhow. The house was perfect. Too perfect. The house was a puzzle waiting to be solved. Split-level Victorian, smoky blue-gray paint, blood-red trim. The listing described it as meticulously preserved with original crown molding. Hand-carved banisters, and even the stained glass in the transom windows looking untouched by time. It should have felt antique but paused, like a memory waiting for you to remember it. The layout was odd. You enter from the side through a crooked path crowded with overgrown hawthorn. The ground floor was a warren of tight, turning hallways and half-stairs that led in circles, rooms connected at strange angles. I got turned around twice. I thought I'd found a linen closet, but it was another stairwell. I chalked it up to Victorian eccentricity. Still, something about it pulled at me. I lingered. The realtor was pale, polite, and smiled too much. "Take your time, Jessica. The house likes company," she said. I laughed. She didn't. In the end, I didn't make an offer. It's too expensive, too far, too wrong. I drove home and filed it under almost. That night, I was drawn into a dream of Cratigas Drive, as if the house was calling me back. I was walking up the path again. Dusk. Always dusk. The porch light was on, casting a golden haze through the hawthorn branches. The door was ajar. Each night since, I've returned in dreams. Sometimes the door opens. Sometimes I find myself already inside. I know every creak of the stairs now. I know the scent. Lilac, candle wax, rain. I know that someone is always in the other room. Never seen, just heard. Breathing, waiting. David said, "You had a great dream." On my way back from Napa the other day, I found a house that is just what we are looking for. Aside from the location, I was just dreaming about it. "I'll make breakfast. We can ask Jacob if he wants to see it, and then I'd like to look," said David. "Sold to the man with the savory pancakes," I teased. Later that morning, my family and I drove back to the house on Crataegus. Jacob, our 20-year-old son, took one look at the kitchen and said, "Okay." This kitchen is straight out of a storybook, and the morning light filters through those green lace curtains like the margins of a tree's canopy. "Look at the ironwork on that stove. It works too." "The realtor lit it the last time I was here," Juan replied. David said, "It's bigger than I thought. It's the way the sunlight hits the floors. It's got a soul." I responded with, "Right? It's just something about it. I lingered last time." The realtor told me I could stay as long as I wanted. The house likes company. Jacob asked, "That's oddly specific." "Did she say it like a joke?" I laughed. "She didn't." I said, "Well, it does feel inviting. Yes, it's quirky, but I love it." I'm already envisioning a proper vegetable garden. Raised beds, compost, the works. The potential here is thrilling. David said we could do a few rows of berries behind the shed and turn that slope into an orchard. "Imagine the view in the spring, with all the flowers," I said. "The same view will be just as awesome, laden with fruit, or bare in winter. Don't forget chickens, maybe some rabbits. We're going to complete a homestead," Jacob stated. "I'd actually enjoy that, being outside more. Fixing things that matter," David said. I said same. It's peaceful here, and it's not that far. It's 45 minutes without traffic, an hour and a half with. "Which is most of the time," Jacob said. "Yeah, that's the thing. Your classes, my office, and your mom's clients are tied to the East Bay," David said. "That's why I walked away last time. It's just not where our lives are," said. "But it could be eventually," Jacob said. "Perhaps." One day, a mysterious email appeared in my inbox. It wasn't from any real estate site, but from my personal account. The sender was unknown, and the subject line was cryptic. "Your visit meant more than you know." The message just read, "We kept the room just how you left it." I hadn't told anyone I'd gone, not a soul. Last night, I didn't just dream of the house. I moved through it. I knew it. The patterns in the wallpaper. The ticking grandfather clock in the den that doesn't appear on the floor plan. I reached the upstairs landing and found a mirror I hadn't seen before. In it, I wasn't alone. I woke up with the sensation of motion, of swaying. Cool night air on my skin. A faint creak. Back and forth, back and forth. I opened my eyes. I was on the porch swing, feet dangling over the armrest. The porch swing, Crotiguis Drive. The sky was lavender mount. Glomspire loomed beyond the trees just as in the listing photos. My car was gone. David was beside me on the porch, wrapped in the bottom sheet. I had the top sheet. I tried the door. It opened before I touched it. I heard footsteps inside, soft and unhurried, coming closer. The porch light? It never turns off.